Welcome to Because We Said So, the podcast where Anissa and Jess dive into the beautiful chaos of motherhood, careers, and all the stuff in between. For the next 20 minutes, let's just hang out.
Welcome to Because We Said So, brought to you by Anissa and Jess. Anissa's in red with her boobs out and big hair and just yelled at me for making her late.
Been yelling at people lately. I'm just going to be honest.
You
and
are
then I
being
text.
feisty. You were feisty all weekend too. Oh my God.
I know. And then I had to text you last night and be like, I think I'm starting my period.
It's okay because now I just know to ignore. I'm like, yes. Use, yes. Got it. Understood. You got it, girl. You get it. You feel this way?
I'm
with
so
you.
sorry. I don't know what's wrong with
you
me
in this moment, for sure.
So I yelled at you. I yelled at someone at work, and then I yelled at our new renters. I was just like, I don't think this is a fit. Like, I don't think you should be here. I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Like, someone needs to put me to bed, put me in the timeout. Stop it.
Together. Get it
I know.
together. Can we talk about something that happened a couple days ago? I think it was a couple days ago.
Sure, what happened?
We're very big gigglers here, you and I. And did you hear that Paige and Craig broke up?
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
broke up. So I listened
And it
to
was
her.
a very nice breakup episode.
I know. Did you listen to their podcast?
Yeah, it was so good. It was very different vibes for them, and I liked it.
I know. It kind of reminded me of us, like in their future. Like it was like a very real, very understood, very together. And it's like and I always say, like, I feel like we're a lot like them, but like later in life.
Yeah, with kids, which apparently.
Kids. Like after the hurdle of trying to figure out when to have them, when's the right time, which by the way, there's never a right time. And life is always going to be there. Like your following is always going to be there. Everyone laughing for you is always going to be there. I think someone should tell them that.
Yeah, I know. And that, like, a big takeaway from their episode was like, you don't have to do things on your timeline. God, I wish someone would have said that to me. I wish someone would have said that, like, it is 30, I'm only 32, but 32 is so much fucking younger than 28. Am so much more fun now because I don't have this like pressure time cooker cooking me to saying like have a baby right now before you explode and like nothing fucking matters. I'm doing everything now and I wish I wouldn't have made a lot of the choices I had made under that stupid frontal lobe development.
Yeah, but I'm the complete opposite where I didn't have them till later. And then all of those years I was thinking I was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in. Like I did the dance for a while. And then you feel like then you like she just had a breakup. I had a breakup at 30 and then I was like, and then as like the years go by, finally at 35, I found Josh. But like in those 5 years, it's like you're appreciating and loving and you don't want it and you're on your time clock, but it's still always in the back of your mind that you have like an end, but like it will be more challenging if you wait till 40.
Yeah. No, I definitely like I'm glad I got it out of the way. I love my little kids. They're super fun. My littles, but yeah, like go to Bali, you know?
Oh my God. My neighbor is building a retirement home for himself in Bali. That's really funny you said that.
I want to go to Bali.
He's like, I'm retiring. I'm making a house in Bali. I'm like, that's wild. And I'm going to come visit.
Yeah. I have a close friends list. There's only like 10 people on my close friends list, sometimes even less. And I just post like stuff that's a little unhinged there. And that's what that's for.
I think
Yeah, for sure. And I posted something about like it was about, transitions and then I was like might fuck around and eat, pray, love and everybody messaged me is like, what does this cryptic message mean? And I was like, I don't know. Doesn't she go to Bali in that movie? I'm trying to go to Bali.
She goes to a lot of places. She goes to Bali. She starts in Italy and eats a lot of pizza and Italia. And then I think she goes to Bali. No, she ends in Bali. I think she goes to India before that. And she takes I love that movie, by the way. And she takes like a test for, I forget how long it is, that she can't speak. And it's in that non-speaking era that she really finds her peace.
Oh, I'm finding some peace and meditation and then I start my period and then I just start yelling. So I have some work to do. I've realized that like I'm not mature enough to have like some relationships and I'm definitely good to just keep working on it.
and
Because when
working.
you're in fight or flight for so long, you have to like really chill back down to
Yeah.
before you can't just jump into things. You have to like heal.
It's hard not to because we like to react.
Yeah.
So we like to do everything with a vengeance. But actually, that's one of my resolutions this year is to care a little less.
Should. That's a good one for you.
Yeah, I'm going to care a little less and I'm going to move this year. Those are my two biggies.
Yeah, mine is more like keep chipping away because I've made insane progress by just getting consistent with things. And so, like, I just don't want to break the consistency. Like, I'm not drinking as much at all, if any, except I had wine last night and I feel
I'm
fucking
like,
awful right
don't
now.
you have the wine sweats today?
In sweats today. And not like I used
You're
to
in
smoke
it.
a cigarette every single night. I like after I put my kids to bed and I like don't do that anymore, which is crazy. I work out. I've saved so much money. I was in an embarrassing amount of debt when I moved back, and I think I have paid off 70% of it officially.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I feel like you're in your cleaning debt era, and I feel like I'm about to get into debt era
Yeah.
with the move and everything.
The move
It's
is
a
no
big
joke.
expense. Yeah.
Refurnishing your house and like just setting up your life the way you want it. I did that like back to back to back. I opened up Airbnbs, which is a whole nother thing because you're setting up someone's vacation life. And then I shut them all down, which is like fine. People make mistakes,
I feel like
people change
that's
direction.
typical Anissa fashion.
I was just like, oh, wait. Like, even these renters, I was like, I started renting long term because I don't want to fuck with people like you. And then I got on the phone with her and I was like, everything's better just over the phone. If you're trying to like negotiate something, just pick up the phone. Never do it over text. That's such a pet peeve of mine when people try. I was like, no.
I think you got on the phone and tried to negotiate with a client of ours and then gave her 3 months for free.
Well, before I did that, I did the math and we didn't pay a coach that many. So that's where I backtracked.
I was like,
Yeah.
look at this. I go on vacation for 8 days and Anissa's giving it away for free. Okay. Let's get back to
Anyway,
it, shall we?
I know.
So anyway,
Jess is
so
like,
yeah.
I'm still not okay with it.
So wait, just to go back quickly, because they said something that like kind of stuck with me, and I think I said it to you was Hannah said that she was like married and scared to have the kids, and then Peach said that she was scared just to get married and have kids like all together when it's like I guess not right or not the right timing. And I thought that was like one of the most mature things, but I still feel the need to tell them like it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, none of this matters
And I
at
love the
all.
show, by the way.
Me too.
We should go to one of their things. But Summer, do you watch Summer House?
I've watched Summer Houses. I've started to watch it just because I like the podcast.
Oh,
Because
wait a
like so
second.
stupid. Are we
Wait a
podcast
second.
groupies?
Wait a second. Forget this all. Unwell. Forget this all. I watched The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Okay. And I watched it for you and my other friend. Like people just kept like referencing like what was going on. And I was like, I need to understand this. And like the first 2 episodes, I was like, oh my God, these girls are like crazy. And like sometimes I'd be like, oh, I identify with that one. No, I don't. That was nuts. And then I was like, that's it. No, that's not okay. And like I just went down the rabbit hole and I watched the whole thing, the mom talk of it all. And like, wow, the idea is fantastic. Those girls, they need some coaching. We should call them for the program.
I know, and like,
What is your take on now that I know what I know? Like, what is your take on that?
gosh, I feel like I buried it deep. Like I don't even remember. That was a dark time for me. Like if I watch a show beginning to end, you know I'm going through something. I don't remember. I just remember Taylor Frankie Paul. Like I had a little like, although she's the dumbest person in the planet, I have a little like love for her because
I
I'm
know
like
she's
I
sweet,
got cut out a piece of my heart. That's dumb too, you know.
but also like her talking about the whole like swinger thing of it all.
Little drama
Like
stirred.
yeah, but like I kind of the authenticity and the
Yeah,
transparency, like I kind of like it. Like I didn't think it was
yeah.
that like
Especially
I
when
understand it's
everyone
a big
else.
deal for them, but for the mom talk like on the TikTok, I didn't think it was that big deal. What was the big deal was the domestic abuse. Abuse.
Yeah, and that
That was not
fucking
cool.
crazy shit that people get in. But that's how it works. You
Yeah.
just get
Can't help
knocked up.
yourself.
and you just chose the wrong fucking person, and you're like,
Twice.
I'll ride this out. Twice. And you're like,
Twice.
I'm gonna ride this out. And then you're like, well, I don't want to have two different dads, so I'm gonna have a second one. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you're stuck. And then all of a sudden,
14
you're on
kids
national
later,
television.
13
Yeah.
baby daddies like Nick
No.
Cannon. She'll be the new Nick Cannon. Oh my God. God bless. And then
God
what about
bless.
the other one I was like feeling very triggered for too, the Jen Affleck. She's married to the guy who's
Oh
gonna be the
yeah.
heart
Oh yeah.
surgeon,
I forgot
who
about
she's
him.
like paying for his gambling addiction and him to go to school, and he's the
Are
one
they
on her.
divorced?
I don't know. We should look. They
Because
should
someone
be.
posted this theory that they're divorced.
That was not a good match. I'm
Because
looking
she
on
kept
Instagram.
posting stuff about like her being gone.
He's still in the top. Oh no, that was a year ago. Maybe. I really like her. He needs help. October 27th, she posted the four of them in Disney World. So I'm going to go ahead with they're still together.
Because she got knocked up. It's always because they get knocked
She got
up.
pregnant again?
Oh, I don't.
Oh yeah, August 2024.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna
My
blame the
God.
babies here.
The babies are having babies with the wrong baby daddies. This is all backwards.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, wait until you're 30. Just
They
wait.
want to
Just
change
wait.
society. This is the thing. They want to change society to change the rules. So stop having babies at 20 years old. That's where it should start. Anyways, that show that was crazy. I'm very excited for season 2 because I can't help the drama. And my favorite show of all, Vanderpump Rules, got canceled. So
Yeah.
I'm ready to dive on into more shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, what else is going on? You saw
Gosh, I don't
snow
know.
this weekend. Tell
I saw
the
snow.
people.
Yeah, I hate going up to the snow. We do it every year, but this time okay, I'll tell you why. I don't like the drive, and I don't like being on the edge of a cliff. I hate heights. I can't get off a ski lift because, well, I haven't tried it in a long time. You know, when you used to go with a boy and like they would drink and smoke weed, and you're like, this isn't good for my fear of heights. So I just haven't been back because I found that terrifying. I found getting off the ski lift high and drunk not okay. So I never went back.
It's terrifying when you're not those two things.
And I'm not
You're on top of
coordinated.
the mountain that you have to go down. Like I'm not a skier. Like I was always on the bunny slope, and even like that. I once went snow tubing at night. Even that was hard for me to like get down safely. Like those things are not for me.
Been since I was 20 years old because of that experience. And now I just go for 2 hours down a nice mountain. But I like the weather was good. It was sunny. I knew I wasn't going to have to like drive through a storm. I don't like putting chains on. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So it's just like, no, I'm just not into it.
Well, your Instagram looked like you had a wonderful
No,
time.
it was perfect. It was sunny. The roads were dry. We didn't need chains. I had really good pizza afterwards. It was the best.
Cool. Pizza. Guess what? Speaking of pizza, you're coming here soon. You're going to be in New York in like, what's the countdown? 2 weeks? When are you leaving? 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
I'm coming in on the 1st. I want to go to bathhouse.
Shocked. So on the 22nd, we should podcast
with me
from Sirhant.
Okay, the 22nd is the day that we're having a big event. If you are in New York City, come hang out with us.
We should pod from there.
Definitely. And we should go to bathhouse.
I know you're obsessed. Okay.
Have you been?
No.
Do you not like getting in hot water and then cold water afterwards and then looking at my face as I can do it for 4 minutes?
I have no patience. Like it's like, here, come spend all your money and sit in a million bodies of water and then leave feeling dehydrated.
Everyone is so hot. So you'll also be feeling bad about yourself.
I tend to not put myself in places where I'm the ugliest and fattest.
I can't wait to go to yoga this Sunday.
I stay home a lot. I go to a hot class on Mondays and like it's fine. But I prefer, like I went to Florida, I'm in a bikini, like it's fine. I'm fine. Yeah. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Can I ask your advice about something? I got a text message from my sister, the one I like. And her sister-in-law is trying to invite me over for dinner tonight. First of all, it's last minute. I don't know them. It's Monday.
Like the first day back from vacation, like officially.
I don't want to go to someone else's house for dinner.
What kind of dinner?
Like, I don't want to go to your house for dinner. No offense. It's Monday. I
You
mean,
should come
it's
over for
far.
dinner.
It's a trip. Yeah, but like if I don't, but if I'm coming over in my jammies and like we're bringing popcorn. That's
So
it.
just specify. Is it a jammy popcorn dinner? That's what you should write back.
Oh, I promise you it's not. It's gonna be weird. I don't know them.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate somebody who comes for a play date and says, "All right, I'm going to stop by around 4. We'll come for an hour, and then we'll head home." I'm like, I appreciate these boundaries. Thank you, and I will see you then.
You know what I also do? I'll take it up a notch. I always bring takeout.
So you don't have to worry about food or who's paying
I
for the
don't.
food or who's bringing the food.
If I've invited myself to your house, I'm bringing food
I
because
like
I'm
that.
not cooking, and I'm not gonna watch your kids while you cook.
No, and then it feels weird because they're cooking or they want to order
Yeah,
food,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then who's paying for the food, and then what do you want? You want to pretend you want something else instead of what you really want, and it's
yeah.
like annoying.
When we're only there for an hour, like you said, I've only committed to an hour, so we're showing up prepared.
Okay, so just do what you got to do, girl. Get in, get out.
I don't think I'm gonna go. I just didn't respond. I was like, that's weird.
You should have been like, oh my God, I wish another day. Rain check. Snow check.
Another day, never.
Another day, never. Why is she trying to get chummy with you?
I don't know. I barely go to my own in-laws. No, when we go, we also camp out for 2 days. But like, I don't like my sister-in-law. Like, it's so much work to have small kids and then go to someone
It's your
else's house.
sister's
Sister-in-law. Yeah.
sister's sister-in-law. Oh, yeah, I get it. It's weird. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Unless you like her.
I don't know her. Don't want to know. Don't want to go.
You don't know her this whole time?
I mean, I've met her at a baby shower.
All right. Well, it's Monday. Just that's what your response should say.
So I have the stomach flu, which I could possibly have the stomach flu. Yeah. I'm on Ozempic and I drank red wine last night. So I'm not coming over if you want the transparent answer.
Tara.
Tara,
Tara. Complete Tara.
the sun is going down. I helped my dad pay a parking ticket today. I've been on meetings like nonstop, and he calls me and he's like,
Stop.
I don't pay my parents rent, but you know what I do? I help them find their case number to pay their parking tickets because they both get them all the time. And I just paid it for him. He's like, I'll pay you back. I was like, no, Dad, it's on me.
I got
Thanks for
this.
paying all the bills.
I know you live in their house. You're their
I know.
roommate.
Yeah. And my dad babysits. I mean, he like puts Gray on the iPad and they sit with their little bellies out together and they just sit next to each other. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to Target. I had to get all the snacks last night. I had to get a car wash and to vacuum out the car because like school's starting today. We had to get everything together. And I didn't realize it until 5 p.m. last night.
That school starts today? You're
I
really
mean, I
out to
knew
lunch.
that, but I didn't realize like we had no food, we had no snacks, we had nothing. I had to clean
What are
their
you going
rooms,
to
I had to
do
do the
when she
laundry.
starts kindergarten in September? You need to pay more attention. Get on it. Get with
Do you
it.
want to know something? I got an email from myself that I sent myself a year ago. I got
Oh
an
my God, I
email
do that
January
too.
1st.
I
Yeah.
do that too. Yes.
Yes. And it was
Yes.
like enroll Maria in the school district. And I was like, God, I was so prepared for things back then. And now I'm just like in my
Because
type B era.
you're living like you're not in your own space, in your own home, in your own schedule, in your own routine. I feel like you're still living like in the middle of things. So like your mind is still like kind of like
It's
not
so
on.
freeing. I don't have a choice in what duvet goes on my bed. The bed, it's just a blanket and it's just put there for me. And it's swapped out for me. It's the most free experience I've ever had. Because I was at Target last night. I was like, maybe I should get a new duvet for this. I was like, that's not my bed.
No, it's not
I'm
your
not
bed.
getting a duvet for it.
What are your plans? Are you staying where you were staying? Are you going to enroll her in kindergarten there?
I am gonna take it as long as I can. And then we'll just maybe get a horse or a goat. And all of a sudden we're gonna be like, we gotta stay because we got this horse and this horse. Like, I don't know. I don't really have a plan. But I
Sounds
do
good.
want to go.
Oh, to me.
We used to have this goat. Did you know this? I had a
No.
goat. My boyfriend lived in Santa Cruz. I lived here for
I'm
like,
sorry. The goat's boyfriend lived in Santa Cruz.
my boyfriend lived in Santa Cruz. I lived here. It's a 4 hour drive or 3 hour drive. And I got this goat, but it was a baby. And someone was rid of this goat. And I was like, I'll take it. And my parents were so mad. And I was in between like universities. Like I had been applying to schools and like trying to figure out, and they were like, you gotta go, you have to take it with you if you go visit Russell. And I was like, okay. So I would pack up my goat in my Toyota Corolla and I would drive to Santa Cruz. And then Russell and I and all of his 5 roommates would hang out in the backyard drinking beer and feeding this
With the
goat
goat.
milk.
So what
Yeah.
happened to the goat?
Well, I had to go away to college and we gave the goat to a farm.
I feel like I feel like your dad specifically should come on here and tell us some stories because I feel like you were a lot as a child.
It was a lot. But Maria is too. So like now I get it. And she was like, Mom, how come Vita gets to watch her iPad no matter what? And I was like, Vita's not going to be the president of the United States, Maria. And she looks at me and she was like, okay.
Watch Vita does become the president of the United States and Maria's gonna like blow her up on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. They're
Whatever
going to
it's
have Twitter
called
wars.
in like 50 years.
Yeah. That's likely.
Yeah, because like people don't become president unless they're like 80 now. I'm like, we're the 40-year-olds. Who wants to run this nation? Who can like have 20/20 vision?
And
40 has no fake knees. Like, where are those people?
plugged into AI and, emerging technologies.
Anything, really. I feel like every
Yeah.
president we've had for the past, I don't even know how long, has been like 70 plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to.
It takes a long time to make enough money to gather enough
people
funds
to support you.
to die on the throne. Yeah.
Winter is coming.
Yeah. Why am I so sweaty?
It was a night. It was a night. It
No,
was
it
a
wasn't.
night.
It was me folding clothes. I just started folding and unpacking, doing all this stuff, and was like, before you know it, I had 2 glasses of wine. It was too many. They were big.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
Too many.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's wrap this shibby up because we're at time here. We are going to see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Still not in person, but the week after that, maybe in person. Oh no, the week after that, maybe in person. But get excited. That's my point. Get excited. And this is coming to New York. We're going to do the thing, all the things, maybe the bathhouse thing, maybe not. And we'll let you know.
Let you know.
Thanks for listening because we said so. See you next week.
Hello.
Bye.
To like and subscribe and follow this podcast.
Fast.
Say, I got an itchy bum.
I got a syndrome.
Oh, you said that very clear. Can you say podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week.